everyone, welcome. This reading is for Taurus and is also for your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus sign. So if you have Taurus in any of those placements, then this reading may resonate with you. Just a reminder to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you feel that you're not in your Sun sign, then feel free to check out the other playlists below. So let's take a look and see what messages we have for you today, Taurus. Thank you, Spirit Guides. Thank you, Angels. What insight and guidance do you have for Taurus, please? Thank you. What is the message, please, for Taurus? Thank you for your love, for your wisdom and your guidance. King of Water. Beautiful. I really like this energy, actually, because this is you being able to gain control over your emotions. This is you also, just reaching out that helping hand. There's just this element of maybe not only supporting yourself emotionally, but the need to support others emotionally as well. So at this time, I really feel like you're a great help. You're a great comfort to others at the moment. So this really is just ensuring that whatever you've been doing to stabilize your emotions, then the guidance here is to continue doing that. You seem to have really switched to quite a nurturing energy as well. Really embracing any positive changes that are coming your way as well. So this is Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces energy. Thank you. Just seeing what else. Yeah, because you've really been through the mill of things. You've been through some really tough, challenging periods. And I really feel like there's been many lessons that you've had to learn. And now you're just in this carefree energy. If you can see in the card, this individual stood on like one foot, the other leg's outstretched, and it's like the blindfold as well even. It's like you're just fishing for that new direction. You're an emotional support to also help others move into that new direction. This is just that complete trust and faith in the universe that the path that you're headed on is just going to be dealt with, and it's just going to be a done deal. I keep hearing a done deal. It's going to be a done deal. It's like wherever you tread, there's just going to be so much more inner peace and emotional stability for you. So even though the steps moving forward may be unknown completely, you have no clue where you're headed, it's almost like you've got this peace, direction and protection all around you. And I feel really that's because you've learned so many lessons. So what I want to say is just bask in this emotional stability and peace. Thank you. 5 of air, that's air energy. So that's Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. Excuse me, we've got a card escaping. Oh, and look at that, the 3 of water. So yeah, this is just reminding you that there are things to be celebrated. Good times are coming in for you. And again, it's just reminding me of that emotional support that you are for others. You know, that carefree, light energy. Just that sense of inner peace, because I feel like some of you know where you're headed, and others of you have got complete faith and positivity in your direction moving forwards, because you've been able to learn the lesson, you've been able to reach this stage of peace and emotional stability. And if you see in the image there, the eyes are closed. So it's like your eyes don't need to be fully opened. You know, you don't need to maintain that focus as such. All you need to do is to just, again, bask in this peaceful, beautiful, supported emotional energy. And there are good things coming in for you. If this represents a relationship, I feel like this is a much needed shift, a complete change in direction, and you could be heading towards somebody that's very very emotional, somebody that wears their heart on their sleeve, mature emotionally, somebody that is very giving, very nurturing, very compassionate, and this can represent an engagement coming in for you. But overall, no matter how this resonates for you, you're just being able to adapt to a whole different way of being, and it's really light and it's free, and it's bringing in a celebration, a togetherness. I feel like a union as well. So this is really lovely. What else do we have, please? Thank you. Yeah, again, moving you away from this conflicting energy. This Seven of Swords just represents that mental chaos, you know, analytical mind, maybe running over time. And I feel this is really representing all the lessons that you've had to learn. And I do feel as though it took hold of you more mentally than it did anything. And that is probably why you're able to balance your emotions, but also you've mastered and you've moved away from this analytical approach, from any conflicting periods that you've gone through. And I just feel like these animals just represent all the life lessons, and the dove there coming in is just representing that peace. So you've gone through all these life lessons, and you've got the two doves there representing the peace. You know, you've heard the call. And again, even though the direction moving forwards has been unknown and you've not got a clue what you're stepping into, you've just maintained, you know, kept the faith in reaching that inner peace, and you're able to maintain that and flow in the direction of where you're supposed to be headed, which is beautiful. And we see the Nine of Water on the bottom of the deck. So this is just again representing that emotional stability, emotional fulfillment and happiness, and just feeling so content with where you are. Contentment, harmony. There's the blue just represents all this water, and it's like you're just going along with the current of this lovely flow of emotion and peace, and it's really, really beautiful. So again, if this is representing a relationship, maybe you've encountered many relationships that haven't worked out, that have left you very much in your headspace. And with that Nine of Water coming on the bottom there, this could be a connection that you've longed for, that you've wished for. And it's going to bring you to that sense of peace, contentment, moving away from all those harsh life lessons that you've had to learn. Got cards escaping there. What else, please, for Taurus? Just stability overall. But I feel you've reached this space of stability because you've taken action. You know, you've planned this journey as well, I feel. It's like you've planned day by day to meet certain standards, certain schedules. Schedules is what I'm hearing as well for you. So maybe you've kind of, it's almost like you've had an action plan, and every day you've stood by that and you've put in that work, and every day you've become stronger and stronger. You're flowing with where your life is supposed to be headed now. Some of you could be a messenger for people. Yeah. Some of you could be a real messenger. And I also feel like you're communicating in a more compassionate and nurturing way as well. What else, please, for Taurus? Whoop, that's gone skidding over there. Yeah, look at that. Because you've detached from things that were holding you back. You've detached from the doubt that this new beginning has been here for you. And again, we see the dove in the palm of your hand. You know, that peace has been within your reach. It's been within your hands. You've gone with your intuition. I want to say you've just stepped into your personal power as well. The intuitive downloads that you may have been receiving have really helped you and guided you to this beautiful energy that you're sitting in right now. You know, no more negativity over the life lessons that you've had to learn, moving you away from that doubt that doorway is right behind you, and all you need to do is just turn around and head through there. It looks very bare, very sparse, very barren, but it's what you make of it. And that is what I feel you've been doing. It's almost like you've turned nothing into something. And that is really down to just trust, optimism and faith that everything is going to work out. And again, I feel like that's really stemmed from these harsh life lessons that you've had to learn. So you've detached. This is lovely. So I'm being told to put these cards underneath here. So being able to detach, you're just embodying this King of Water energy where, you know, you're able to detach from any emotion that you've carried. You're able to get to that nice stable energy where you can bring that peace in for yourself. Trust, absolutely. This is beautiful. This is you trusting. And if you see in the image, it's like she's on this real thin line and could fall at any moment. And these cards are very much portraying like the same message. Like you could be on tippy toes, blindfolded, with absolutely no clue of where your pathway is headed. But, you know, nose up, eyes closed, mask on, turning to the side almost, not even looking in that forward direction, just having complete trust and faith that everything can start over from scratch for you because you've managed to move away from any conflicts, dramas, lessons you've had to learn, inner conflicts, battles, challenges. All of these life experiences have just really helped put you in this place of reset, a restart, a reset, a refocus now. You can now begin to focus because your trust and your surrendering to the universe has paid off. You put it in their hands, and that is the most beautiful thing, because once you surrender any outcome, it just works out beautifully. Because again, the message I was receiving from this card also is that, you know, it's a done deal. That's what I heard. It's a done deal. You're guided, protected. So you were able to detach from the outcome. And I wrote a poem this morning walking home from dropping the kids off at school, and the whole poem was about surrendering any outcomes. You know, not going through those negative spins and scenarios in your mind, which then puts you in that lower frequency, and then you're not at that vibrational match to reach whatever is on your pathway. And this reading is really very much the same as the poem that I wrote this morning. So if you're not already a member of the Free Spirits group, then if you feel guided to go and join, then please do. That's my group on Facebook. And you'll be able to read the poem, and that may really resonate with you. I will leave a link to the group in the comments section below. But yeah, just your reading is really beautiful. Oop. What can we add with this 3 of water, please? Win or lose. Do you know, the message I'm getting straight away, and I'm tingling from these 2 cards, is that even if you hadn't got that emotional support around you and you were doing all of this alone, then, you know, it was, again, that trust that whatever changes had to come on your pathway were absolutely the right thing, whether they were challenging, whether they really drop you to your knees and you probably, it was just a massive uphill struggle. And it's almost like these situations got you to that mindset of, do you know what, all I can do now is win or lose. There are 2 options, you know, and those 2 options, you see the 2 doves there either side. I see this as you with all your life experiences, and then these 2 options either side. And what is coming to me straight away is that win or lose. So you've got those 2 options. You either win or you lose. And I really feel like that is the mindset you started to embody, you know, even though, and there's just an energy of not really having very much emotional support around you. And it's almost like you just had to rely solely upon yourself. And that takes so much inner strength and courage, and to literally move to that motto of, you know, I've got 2 options now. I'm on my knees. This has really brought me down. This has been huge. These are probably some of the worst times of my life, but these challenges can only lead me in one or more direction. It's like 1 or 2 directions, sorry. I either win or I lose. And, you know, you've already succumbed to so many changes and so many conflicts that, you know, it's that, I don't know, it's just that fighting spirit thinking, well, do you know what? I trust completely in what the universe has for me on my pathway. So there are only 2 options. I'll either win or I'll lose. And whatever is put on my pathway, what will be, and I will be all right with that. Oh, I love it. Such a fighting spirit. And I really do suggest for you to join the Free Spirits group and read the poem, because if this resonates with you very strongly, the poem will also, because your whole reading is based around the exact same poem that I wrote this morning. And I was literally surrendering an outcome myself. And I was saying to my guides and the angels, I surrender the outcome to this situation. I surrender it completely to you. It's in your hands, and what will be, will be. And that was the opening phrase of the poem. And, you know, sometimes we doubt whether our guides and angels hear our call. And that is exactly what I see there. You know, this little bird is sat on your lap, and it's like, you know, you're surrendering the outcome, you're surrendering all challenges to the universe, asking them to deal with that now. It may have been like one last thing for you to just surrender, and that's what you're doing here, and that's exactly what I did this morning. It's one outcome, one situation. I surrendered it, and even probably questioned whether they heard my call. And then straight away, I'm channeling a poem with them this morning. So that is confirmation for me that they heard my call. I surrendered it to them, and they heard me. Maybe you have your own confirmation. We all have confirmation from our guides and angels differently. Maybe you were sent confirmation by more emotional support, because you kind of, there's just this element of you going it alone, like so strong, so determined, and you are a Taurian. You take the bull by the horns and you just charge against something. Such an independent streak, such fighting spirit, never giving up. Just such strength and determination and tenacity as well. But that's what's brought in these changes for you. And we have these two cards together, and look at this. This is absolutely beautiful, because you have mastered so very much, is what I'm sensing from this card. You've mastered how to unlock that heart chakra. For many of you, this could have been heartbreak, through relationships, through connections with family, friends, loved ones. Relationships don't have to just represent a lover or a spouse, but this is you unlocking that heart space, healing every aspect of your heart, healing all of those heartbreaking challenges. But again, it's really allowed you to step into that inner power. It's allowed you to open the cage to your heart, basically. So you're working so much from that heart space, and that's exactly what I saw from the King of Water in the beginning card. You've just mastered your emotions so very well that you're in complete control of how you think now. And I feel like you kind of feel your way through situations more. You really do listen to your intuition as well, I believe. And this is just mastering all of the challenges that you've been through, mastering how you feel about situations, how you think about situations. And this only brings success. Absolutely. That I can just see it's like the head and the heart, the head, the heart, and the gut are just working in complete alignment with one another. And that's that union I could see. So if this doesn't represent a union in a relationship for you, then it just represents complete union within yourself. All three of those chakras working, moving, spinning in alignment with one another. And if you've got your head, your heart, and your gut all in sync, you can only be guided in the best direction, because they are the three most beautiful energy centers to work from. Your heart, however you move through life, and if you do that from your heart space, it can only turn out beautiful. If you've mastered your mind the way you think, which you definitely have, then only things coming in for you can be positive and beautiful. And again, if you're working from that solar plexus chakra, this is just putting you in complete alignment with your gut instincts, your personal power, your confidence, your vitality, all of that beautiful good stuff, your happiness. This just gives you that fighting spirit and that inner power to just reach a place of happiness, because you've been through enough turmoil and challenges, and it's your time now. I don't feel guided to pull any more tarot, so I'm going to leave your message there with tarot, because I feel like it's very direct. We don't need to get any more on that. Blessings. Oh yeah, that's what I was just saying. All of the beautiful things now coming to you, because you've had to experience so many life-changing events, I feel. Life-changing events. Real massive shifts on your journey moving forward. So now only positivity can come in for you. Only blessings are here on your pathway. Absolutely. Anything else? One more shuffle. Nothing else from that deck. We'll move on to this one. Oh, do you know, I'm having real difficulty picking up this card, and I believe that's for a reason. And just as I'm saying that, it's perfect, because it's saying to you, solitude. In silence, peace prevails. And that is exactly the energy I was sensing from this win or lose card beneath the Three of Water. That need to just do this alone. And for some of you, it maybe wasn't a need to do it alone. You just found yourself in that situation, being solo, moving through this really challenging time in solitude, because in solitude, you are then given no other choice but to go within and do that inner work, to look deep within you, to search your soul and listen to your intuition that will guide the way. When you go within, your guides, your angels will also be attracted to your energy, because they will straight away see that signal that you're ready to do that inner work, and they will be gladly there to guide you. And peace prevails, absolutely. And the owl there on your shoulder is you really stepping into your intuitive abilities, really being guided by that intuition, your higher self, that, you know, that subtle inner voice that gently guides you and flows you in the right direction. Beautiful. And for those of you that aren't really in this space right now, you're not in this energy, I feel like you soon will be. Angel message, please. What message do you have for Taurus, please, angels? Thank you so much. Oh, we have one flipped over in the deck. Look at that. Beautiful. Clairsentience. I'll just read that to you. Archangel Raguel, notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Absolutely. Again, just coming back to that flowing, if you're flowing from your heart space, notice any subtle changes in temperatures around you. Notice how you feel when you're in solitude, seeking those answers from within. You know, this owl really could represent your guide right by your side, bringing in those emotional feelings, you know, happily guiding you. And again, it just takes complete trust and surrender. The moment that you trust and surrender any outcome to your guides, your angels, to the universe, is the moment when things really start to shift in a much better direction, but the direction that's meant for you, I want to say. I'm just going to pull one of these. Oh, thank you. We've got two flipped over straight away. Take a moment, feel life essence within you and wonder at its miracle. So yeah, this is you really appreciating life, no matter, again, no matter where this journey, no matter where you end up on your journey moving forwards. This is just appreciating life, appreciating a second chance with the slate wiped clean, the chance to restart, reset, refocus, and move in that brand new direction. And you also have, at last, you can communicate with your guardian angel, treasure the knowledge and be open to joy. Look at that, absolutely. The joy, that's your blessings card, because blessings and joy are for you on your pathway now. And again, being in solitude, going within, doing that inner work, listening to that inner guidance, your intuition, guardian angels, even if you don't know who your spirit guides are, those angels are right there by your side, guiding you on this new pathway. How beautiful. Okay, so that is your reading, Taurus. I really hope that you enjoyed that. I want to thank you all for watching. And again, if you want to join the Facebook group, I will leave that in the comments below. So, take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Blessings.